Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. I'm a little draggy today. But hopefully you are in good spirits. Oh my God, I forgot to Google a riddle. Today we're actually moving to chapter 2. So we're moving to and don't Google the answer to the riddle. So we're moving to chapter 2, which is more so on like genes and traits. And so I'm really interested and the genes and traits, because I just think it's really cool. I always have how traits are passed down to different people. Let's see if I get a riddle for you. Can't believe I forgot the riddle. I do want to tell you right now while this is setting up. Okay, I don't want to do that. Next week we're gonna have like a virtual spirit week, and so I found this meme online. And each day has a different day. Like one day is Christmas, so we're gonna dress in Christmas attire. One day is like twin day, so have a virtual twin. Maybe you can. I think it'll be cool to have a little sibling, and you put them in the camera. They dress like. And we're gonna fill the Google stream. We're gonna fill the Kippa Sam website with our virtual spirit week. Let's see. Oh, okay. Here's a riddle. Why are ghosts bad at lying? Why are ghosts bad at lying? So put your answer in the Google stream. But let's get started. So our objective of today is based off of standard LS4.B, which says natural selection leads to predominance in certain traits in a population and recession of others. So some predominant traits, like what made this trait predominant? Why is this trait the one that's seen the most in people? And then in certain traits in the population, recession of others, right? So predominance in Black culture would be like curly hair, right? And a recessive trait would be like to be short. A lot, like obviously there are short Black people, but as a whole, our whole race tends to be a larger race, right? So that's just an example. When I think about traits with me, I have like a lot of moles, and that's because my mom, and then a little bit of freckles. But my mom has so many freckles across her face and a lot of moles too. And so I have that trait from her, but my siblings do not. They don't have moles. They don't have freckles. Today, you'll be able to learn the different traits, how different traits are passed down to different offspring through reproduction, based off genes and chromosomes that the parent passes down. So I want you to kind of think about yourself. It's kind of early, you might not be with anybody yet, but if you're with someone in the room, what are some traits you see on them that has been passed down? Maybe you are with your parent and you know from your grandma or grandpa that they have certain traits. What are those traits? Now think about yourself. Are there traits that you have from a grandparent that came through your parent? How and why does this happen? Those are the answers we will have today. Key points I want us to lock in before we're done. Genes and therefore traits are passed on from parent to offspring. So you might think, wow, I don't look like anybody in my family. I wonder am I adopted? That might be the case physically when you look at your parents, but that trait had to be passed down somehow through generations, right? Through the gene pool. Reproduction does not always create new individuals with adaptive traits. So reproduction does not always create this new type of trait, but sometimes it can happen and sometimes it can be pulled from generations back. Once we're done with this, it is a really cool worksheet. We're going to analyze the genes and adaptations of jellyfish, right? So why the jellyfish is a certain color. There are multiple choice questions with the worksheet today. With the worksheet, please use POE. So obviously it's hard to use POE online, but I think that I remember Dariana specifically doing it, like listing 1 through 4. If you're choosing A, you can put like correct answer. But for B, I want to know, was it no evidence? Was it opposite? Not relevant to the question whatsoever. So I still want you practicing your POE because you are starting high school next year, whether you're learning virtually right now or not, and we need to keep that practice going. So I do want to go over the vocab words. Did I have everything? Oh, okay. And after your worksheet, IXL R4 directly aligns with genes and adaptive traits. So it's perfectly in line. We're right on track. I'm going to put these definitions in the comment under the video because I'm going to talk through these pretty quickly. Gene. A gene is an instruction for making a protein molecule. The protein molecule is the molecule that gives that person their trait. It gives that person the height. The protein molecule gives the person the complexion. The protein molecule gives the person the sometimes disease, right? Some diseases are passed down through families. So that protein molecule is passed down. An instruction for making a protein molecule is what a gene is. It's an instruction for making a protein molecule. Gene version. A gene version is a specific form of a gene that provides instructions for making a particular protein molecule. So a gene version is a specific form of a gene that provides instructions for making a particular protein molecule. So it's like what's telling the gene what to do, right? Next is generation. So a generation is a group of individuals born and living at the same time. So a generation will not pass genes to its own generation. A generation will pass genes on to the next generation. Does everybody got it? Cool. Again, I'm going to list those below. I do want to read through the worksheet a little bit because I do have people who cannot see it. Please put in Google Stream or text me if you can't see the worksheet. I'm going to text it to you. I know if you're able to have Google Classroom, you should be able to hit the link and the paper pop up. But if not, that's fine. I will send it to you. So I'm going to read a little bit of the worksheet today. So it's day 14, genes and traits. The instructions say, all right, so some traits are adaptive while others are non-adaptive. Where do these traits come from? And how do they get passed down from parent to offspring? A lot of this was covered in your traits and reproduction unit, but this article will help review that knowledge with a very interesting species, which is the glowing jellies. This is how this paper looks, just so you have the visual. And then it's 4 questions. And then it's 4 questions in the grid. So I'm going to read the article really quickly. Imagine splashing in a calm ocean cove at night. As you splash, notice green flashes in the water, glowing jellies. These are called crystal jellies. They cannot sting humans, so you can swim and watch them glow as you bump into them. Where does this trait of being able to glow come from? In 1992, some scientists decided to find out. They examined the cells of crystal jellies and discovered that the glow comes from a protein. They gave the protein the name green fluorescent protein, or GFP for short. To find out how these jellies make GFP, scientists investigated the jelly's genes. A gene is instructions for an organism's cell to make a particular protein. Scientists were able to find the gene that gave the jelly cell instructions to make this GFP protein. If a jelly has a GFP gene, its cells can make green fluorescent protein. If its cells make green fluorescent protein, the jelly can glow. The gene leads to the protein, which leads to the trait. So I'm going to stop there and leave the rest for you to do on your own. But we can easily see already the definitions we just learned being put to use. That protein molecule is called GFP. So I challenge you to go above and beyond. You're in 8th grade, right? Google up other proteins so that you can know why you have traits that you do. So maybe there is a height protein or eyebrow protein, right? They gave you thick eyebrows or thin eyebrows. So challenge yourself to look those things up. I don't want to miss anything. Cool. Hold on, I'm gonna get my phone. Oopsie, because I want to give you the days of the spirit week. So give me 1 second. Oh, okay. So the spirit weekdays are Monday will be pajama day, real easy. Tuesday will be crazy sock day. So put your feet in the camera, take a picture of your socks. Whoever has crazy socks, let's go crazy. Wednesday will be Christmas in March. Thursday will be social distance twin day. Friday will be Disney day, Miss Higgins. I miss Miss Higgins. So those are the days again. So Monday, pajama day. Tuesday, crazy sock day. Wednesday, Christmas in March. Thursday, social distance twin day. Friday is Disney day. So your lesson in Amplify also has the exact same jellyfish article in it. So if you want to just go to the questions, if you read it on the worksheet, that's fine. I still want those answers in a Google Doc though, so I can see your answers. I still want to see POE as well. And please get more done at IXL. It's only a couple people that are really getting a lot of questions done. I need as many done as possible. Oh, on Friday, oh my God, I can't talk. On Friday, I'm going to assign Brain Pop because I want you to go over Brain Pop over the weekend. Probably an IXL lesson as well. And then don't forget about our bestie, Legends of Learning. So we will get into some Legends of Learning over the weekend as well. But that's all I have for you today. So you know about genes, you know about a gene version, and you know about generation. Now you're going to hands-on dive on your own and get a little more insight. And I challenge you to do extra research outside of what I've taught you and outside of your worksheet. Have a happy Thursday. I'll talk to you in the Google stream.